playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for that, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
UNK-the gunman. Ready.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex slick then he with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crip.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 6 yards.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
This time Ryan will throw. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And sometimes you have to serve as your own blitz control. And what I mean by that is there are going to be times when guys come free and are going to hit you when you're trying to throw the ball. He stood in there and took it and still completed it for a first down.
Well, yes, running back had vacated the area there, but able to complete it to him, still make a gain out of it.
I guess that's what we call a safety valve, and it worked pretty well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, 59, ready. 5:25 today.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Enter depth chart. Entering depth chart, slot 2. Entering coaching screen, depth chart. Entering depth, AHB selected. Slot 2. Slot 4, slot 3, slot 1. Slot 2. Packer selected. Entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game.
Loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Too big for
It's a
you.
loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
44. Hey, tight. Watch out.
Protein spill.
Fofo to Mike. Mike's Fofo. Watch the run.
Get it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 43.
6'6", pull it high.
44 to Mike.
I got him. Hey, Haywood.
44. Mike, 44. Hey, watch the slant.
80 weapon.
Back to throw. Griffith. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. The Falcons send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Oh, here we go. Oh, jam.
Hey. Step.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
152 fighter. Hard. Undercut. Look at me. Door. Fight.
On second down, Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Don't let him breathe, defense.
Check. Fresno.
61, matchbox lights.
All day.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Will remain a scoreless game.
Oh, always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the Falcons' 46-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
218, chop. Hey, echo. Ready?
Back to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Switch. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Hey,
Get it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll find Hall. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
1st down, Packers.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gators.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Safety's creeping. Check safety, check safety. Slant.
49, check 5.
And they'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Come on.
Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Hey.
Check. You go tight. You got tight.
Look at me. Zipper.
Kill. Turn up.
Kick up.
Here's Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out the, just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
General West.
Check. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Let's pick it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Griffith. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
Watch the slant. Kill.
Yes.
Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. Let's go, D. Let's go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, baby.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw on second down. Griffith eluding the pressure right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Hey, Wahoo!
44, Mike, 44. Oh, you got deep?
Big Griffith.
Operating from the gun. Griffith. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 33.
This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down.
Go!
Hey, watch it.
Now!
Motion to the backfield.
Go!
Mike, 44 is Mike. Check. Watch the slant.
Ready?
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Hatchet.
Protein spill.
44 is the Mike. I'm going to run you over.
Hit it.
Looking to throw on second down. Griffith. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. Third down here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Popo's the Mike. Mike's Popo. Watch the flag. Motion. Block.
Smooth.
44 is the Mike. Check.
Get it.
Throwing on third and long. Griffith flushed. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go, baby.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds.
And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. To throw on 3rd down. Griffith. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
Keep playing.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Back to throw here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the gun, Griffith. He's got Hooper on the short connection. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
44, Mike, 44. Here we go. No, off.
61, matchbox lights.
On 3rd down, Griffith eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is fielded at the 27. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Looking to throw. Griffith. And he's got room. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Bravo. Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Griffith gets it off to Freeman. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll give him a yard on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Ready?
53 is the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Yep. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Operating from the gun. Griffith. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Following the fumble recovery, Griffith. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him,
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Griffin. Making the catch, it's Winfrey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Ready.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Haywood. Get it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
X3, 218, chop.
Check three.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Now for the point after. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 43.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill, and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, every